That trick is not used in this run, but it's still really funny, so. Alrighty, let us begin the gaming. Alright, we'll get going in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, this is 100%, which means I need to collect all 96 gems, and I need to defeat the final boss. There are no other requirements, so I don't need to beat every boss. There are also crystals in this game. I don't need to collect all of those either. I'll actually skip, I think, 4. And there's a lot of death abuses in this one. And there will be a lot of dying, because this game is hard, and I've barely practiced, so this should be a beautiful train wreck. I think I'll be alright, Rob. Thanks, though. So a lot of this game, to get gems, focuses on puzzles, and a lot of this run focuses on completely ignoring those puzzles. So we'll be seeing a lot of that throughout this run. Puzzles are mostly optional. As our cutscenes, so jumping on this tree goes out of bounds and lets me skip 2 cutscenes, where Cortex basically tells you how to play the game. But I think I know how to play the game, so I should be okay.
It's easy!
Oh, too easy.
The dialogue in this game is great, so I'll probably quote it for most of this run. Also, if you're wondering why the estimate is super high, it's super easy to soft lock this game, and it's arguably even easier to crash it. So I have 3 memory cards, each with 4 backup saves. That's probably still not enough, but that's the reason that there's a crazy high estimate for this, because an enormous amount of things can go wrong, and most of them will go wrong. Well, I got that first try, so that skips another cutscene. And if anyone in the chat has any questions about what's going on, ask, please. I'll do my best to explain, because most of the stuff in this game makes no sense, so. We've not seen a crystal yet. The gems are the items I have been collecting. We'll see a crystal in the next level. But the crystals are basically like the plot items of the game. So the game just assumes you have to collect all of them. Whereas the gems are actually like hidden collectibles. So this is the first boss. I'm gonna actually hit this in case I royally screw this up. So this is the first boss, except not really, because I'm just going to skip it. And I'm going to skip it by flying an invisible vehicle into the level underneath the boss fight. There is an extremely high chance I screwed this up, so let's see what happens. That actually could work. Nice. Okay, so by mashing pause there, I actually stopped the game from crashing and got that trick first try, so let's go. We are in there, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Cavern Catastrophe. This is the worst level in the game. Because you'd think, oh, it's just ball physics, except you're not actually a ball. So you just bounce off crap, and it's really, really annoying. Yeah, so for that skip of the first boss, if you miss the cave, you softlock the game. And if you enter the cave like I did there, but Cortex kind of leaves his feet like that, the game actually crashes, but it's sometimes possible to stop the game from crashing. Which is exactly what I did there. I'm pretty confident that I was going to crash based on how Cortex moved. See, there's your ball physics right there, just bouncing off of the flat surface. Skip here. Okay. I bounced off a stalagmite there. I'll skip across that hole. And now these are the bouncy boxes of horror. Nothing good ever happens on these things. You are incorrect, Rock. The best song in the game is Rock Slide Roundup, but Slipslide is pretty good too. And so here's a crystal. Again, I don't need to collect all these, but I have to get this one.
Well, a power crystal.
Okay, so sometimes the camera after that section just is pointing in the wrong direction. Okay, this is very bad. So if you die here, one, you lose a lot of time. Two, if you die after you hit the last button, you softlock the game. So that's what I was really worried about.
Yes, the crystal is mine. Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze, or you'll go
crystal crazy. So now we have gone crystal crazy. Now we team up with Cortex. The general strategy when you have Cortex is to just get rid of him because he slows you down. Also, I should mention these gaps that I'm jumping over that it doesn't look like I'm supposed to be able to. You're not supposed to be able to. I'm doing something called a long jump. So when you do a slide jump, the game stores the slide speed, and then the next time you jump off something is off the edge of a platform, you actually jump with the slide speed. So that lets you clear like huge gaps that you're not supposed to be able to, and that's used like literally everywhere. It's by far the most useful piece of tech in the game. Also, Cortex despawned there because this game is really good. And so here's a long jump here. Do a slide jump and then jump over that gap. You cannot normally jump over that gap. Okay, so you're supposed to hit like these trios of crystals to stop the drill, but you only need to hit the first set if you move fast enough. Yeah, I've already passed at least 2 known soft lock points. So. Alright, so that's the end of Cavern. Now back to our regularly scheduled puzzle skipping. One thing I should also mention for people who are familiar with Crash games, but not this one, TNTs and Nitros in this game are one-hit kill, regardless of how many masks you have. Even if you have triple mask, they're one-hit kill, so you can't touch them. This is an auto-scroller, by the way, but I'm going around the trigger to start the auto-scroller, and now I can just play it on foot. So Flight of the Bumblebees is playing right now. It makes a lot more sense when you're doing this section the way you're supposed to be doing it. But even out of context, it's still a good piece of music.
What have I got?
Alright, now the fun begins.
Babo Kaichi.
So I'm currently in zombie mode, which means I'm more or less invincible. But I can still die to a few things, and if I die to any of those things, I crash. So. And that's true for like the next 10 minutes. Right now, one of many super awesome skips in this game. So I'm trying to enter this village from out of bounds so I can skip the cutscene that plays when you enter. I've already taken more time attempting this skip than watching the cutscene takes. This is fairly common. All these attempts are really bad. There we go. I'm playing with super low game audio, but I'm pretty sure the slide sound is good. Okay, yeah, it definitely is. So sound effects can just randomly deload. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. Oh, where am I going? Okay. So I think I mentioned about nitros is still true, but because I'm already dead right now, I can just go right through them. And that's another boss I just skipped. He's right there. Say hi, and then say bye. That's hub 1. I bet you that was a 14. Now, I don't have a timer running, but I bet that was a 14-minute hub 1. $14.48. All right, I'll take that. A good hub 1 is like 13:30 or under. The world record gets a 13:23, and the best ever is a 13:19, something like that. And also, I paused the game on the boat to make the game load faster. That sounds dumb, but it's true. That is actually what happens. So now I'm going to stand on whatever this is, just to get up here. And so now, grabbing this mask ditches zombie. Which I need to do to be able to hit a checkpoint in a little bit. And this bat is coming for me, which is extremely terrifying. Yep, all the music in this game is acapella. Alright, so if I had died at any time between activating zombie and that checkpoint, I would have crashed the game. So, now we're out of the woods there. Damn, alright. So that was like 30 seconds. This is one of the harder jumps in the game. So it might take me a few tries. There we go. No, there's not much programming correctly in this game. Like the fact that you can't jump off Cortex's head, except I totally just did right there. Where's this guy? So this is a boss fight, and there it goes. But now I need to actually get out of the arena, which is the hard part. So we're going to use some geometry to advantage here. I'm going to get this in at a specific angle. And then long jump off of it, and boom, out of the arena. Alright, now for the real nonsense here. This is probably the hardest single trick that I'm going to be doing in this round. Oh, crap. I don't know how I missed that jump. That actually looked pretty good. I must have aimed too far right. Alright, someone banned Wojo for jinxing me for missing that jump.
What have I got?
PAL is preferred because on MTSC, if you slide and you move the stick, you can slide in the wrong direction. Playing with that is extremely unfun, so I choose not to. So I play the PAL version. Yeah, that's some PS2 loading right there. They're like 30 seconds apiece. Okay. Okay. So here's the first of many disasters that I predicted, although I'm gonna make sure to get those because I need some extra lives. I don't remember how to do this. Clip out the sound. Oh, you can do that too. I don't think I can. It's that 14-minute hub one is, yeah. I've lost like 2 minutes on this segment already. That's why you got that high estimate. If you do this run right, there's actually only one loading screen in the whole run. There we go. Now we're going to skip a cutscene. Hopefully. And it's slip slide time, baby. Alright, so the first gem on this slide is one of the hardest gems in the entire game. So let's see if we can pull some magic here. And perfect angle. This game is easy. Why do people not know? camera. So here on the slide, you hold circle to go faster, which you do for basically the whole slide. But when you are holding circle, you basically cannot turn at all. So when you're going around like those S codes and stuff, you have to let go of circle. You don't have to, but it's faster to do so. So there's another crystal. I actually skipped 2 crystals in Hub 1. You didn't even see them. One was in the village, and then the other one was just before the TP boss, TP that I skipped. Also, I skipped the crystal and ice climb as well. Are we going for the swag life here? Swag life? Okay, we got the swag life.
Coming through! Ladies? Excuse me, madam. Are those real? Mother?
Mother? Okay, so that gem you only have 1 try at, or like if you reload the game. Because there's a checkpoint right after it. Excellent game design. It's a good cycle. Okay, that gem you also only have 1 try at. Alright, I'm gonna do something fun here. I'm gonna Katamari this box. That's the box. So, this ball is Katamari if you go really slow. I'm gonna get this box to stick to me. Yonk. Alright, this is my box now.
I've never been so humiliated. No amount of treasure could ever begin to compensate.
Treasure, eh? Monster.
Yeah, so if you actually use cheats and take the snowball like outside the slide and take it to the rest of the game, it Katamari's like the whole game. It's actually quite hilarious. So this is High Seas. This is a super cycle heavy level. Might remind you of like the engine room from Rusty Bucket Bay. Played banjo. Ooh, that was weird. Oh, okay. Well, they're. I have no idea what the heck just happened there. I got like a dead angle or something there. That was wonky. Yeah, you have to, if you go over the box too quickly, you'll just break it. I have no idea what this cycle is. It's not good. So if I was good at the game and didn't die there, I would have done that cycle I did on the elevator right when I entered the room. Instead of having to wait for it to come back around again. That's okay. Will I do engine skip? No. I will not. Alright, so I'm like all the way... I'm almost halfway through the game, and now we are coming up to our first actual boss fight. How about that? So this boss fight is epic in that you need to use TNTs to blow up each of these pillars. And the TNT explosion radius is actually big enough to blow up all three of them at once, but if you do that, you cannot win the fight. It will just keep going. So you have to blow up each one individually. There is a way to skip this fight, but it is not possible. One, it is not possible without undoing. Two, it has never been done in the game. It's been done with save states by one person. And in an actual run, if you had to use the route that allowed for this skip, the skip would be like an hour into the run, and you would have one attempt at it, and if you failed it, you would lose over 10 minutes. So, there's a reason it's not done.
Ah, yummy fresh meat for my pot.
This is Rusty Walrus. If you played this game as a kid, this section may have annoyed you, because it's actually quite hard if you've gone side jumping everywhere. On the Japanese version of the game, Rusty Walrus just runs in circles and he never actually can catch you. It's kind of entertaining. For not practicing that section at all for the past like month, that was pretty good. Can't complain too much about that.
The rats are leaving the sinking ship. Tell us where the treasure is, and we'll let you go.
Silence! Looks like we'll have to wring it out of him. Rio, get changed.
Alright, now for another riveting boss fight. So you see those metal crates out in the distance and you're like, what the heck is that? There's actually a checkpoint on them. And they just put it there because why not? Also, Trophy falls down into this fight and it's 2 plays. Which will never not be fun. So spin jumping on these platforms prevents them from sinking, so you can stay on the same one the whole time instead of having to jump across them for the whole fight. Which is nice. Trust me, this game is not easy in any way, shape, or form. Alrighty. So now, normally there's a cutscene when you first enter Hub 2 that you have to watch. Now when I first entered Hub 2, I had Zombie and actually went under the cutscene. So it's still here, so now I have to jump around it. There we go. So that saves, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. 30 to 35. I'm short on lives, so I'm actually going to get both of these. Alright, everyone take your guesses. How many tries is it going to take me to get the next gem? It could be anywhere from 1 to like 50. It won't actually be 50, but...
You monster! Let my brother go!
My crystals! Ruined, thanks to Perky here. Must be repaired, and only one person can help. My niece, Nina Cortex. Isn't she delightful? Obviously, I've made a few
You got a
modifications
3, a 2, a 1.
here and there. Quickly, to my
I
private
should note
dirigible.
that
Set a course for Madame
this
Amberley's
trick
Academy
only
of
saves
Evil.
time if you get it on the first attempt over another route that avoids doing it.
Come along!
So, people have kind of stopped doing it for the most part, but I like it, so I'll keep going. Oh, easy every time.
What have we got?
So I haven't really mentioned it yet, but there is a fall timer in this game. If you fall too far, the game kills you. So you have to stay on that platform as you fall down. So that was probably like a 38-minute Hub 2 or something. So mashing X during that cutscene crashes the game, so don't do that. Okay, so I'm like... It's like 5 minutes behind. Good. I'm hitting a bunch of stuff not times here. And I'm gonna hit that checkpoint because I want that to be the last checkpoint I hit. Alrighty.
Yes, the old alma mater. As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds.
Now for the fun. To resume once again. This level starts off with a very difficult and scary jump, and then just continues to get worse. So. So I'm zombieing again. And I have to do this whole level without dying.
The greatest evil scientist in the world! Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
Missed the checkpoint next to it. Really slowly. Interesting cycle, though. Now the big one. And we are in there. Let's go. Whew. Always a scary level. Alright, no more like super ultra terrifying stuff, only mildly terrifying stuff. Also, the slide sound is now back. Actually, it was probably back before when I got that loading screen, but yeah. So the reason I spawned in this level, again, is because I did all that out-of-bounds stuff when I first got to the Academy of Evil, and the last checkpoint I hit was the checkpoint at the start of this level, so that when I death abused at the end of the previous level, I would start here. Because you're not supposed to be able to get in this level without beating the boss in the level that I just death abused out of, which I clearly did not get to, because all the gems in that level are before the boss, which is one of the reasons why zombie works there like that, is because you can get all the gems and not have to fight the boss. Oh, I actually missed this gem. That's a first. Oh, look at that movement. That was slick. That was less slick. I don't know what happened. Pretend you didn't see that. And this is one of the most fun rooms in the game if you do it correctly, which I did not do there. Take 2. Some booms. I'm here. So coming up, you switch to Cortex. Except Cortex is terrible, so we're just gonna not switch to Cortex. Maybe. Maybe we will switch to Cortex. Yeah, here we go. So now I'm in Cortex's section as Crash, and I'm just gonna play the whole thing as Crash, because Crash is way better. We'll get back and bounce to get this gem. Good ass. Now we have some fun stuff, but we have a wrong warp here. And there we go. The game just puts you 2 rooms forward there. Because, of course it does. Now we have a frog room here. Count with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And that's Classroom. Honestly, outside of Ride and Slide, that Hub 2 nonsense, this run has actually been quite good. Especially for a reset list. Because reset lists in this game do not go together at all. Alright, now it's Nina time.
secure, I said. Hurry, Nina, or you'll miss the bus!
So again, the music is a cappella here. So just kind of think about that. And so the main tech with Nina is the double jump. So after you grapple, if you mash X, you can get a second jump. Because she does not normally have two jumps, just the one. I'm gonna go for a swaggy double jump up here that's probably gonna get me killed, but it's cool, so. Okay, well, it killed me, but I hit the checkpoint, so. Again, this checkpoint you can just hit from across this gap, so there's no need to actually cross the gap. Just hit the checkpoint from the other side. That was done. Oh yeah, getting a checkpoint like that and dying is still probably faster than going slow. Yeah, I failed ride and slide skip like 2 or 3 times. That was not very good. But someone actually forego this corner cut here because I want to go for the shortcut in this level. So there's a gap you can cross with one of the double jumps off the grapples, but based on our understanding of the game, it's frame per. You have to jump on the last possible frame to be able to clear the gap without dying from falling too far. So there's like no chance I get this, but I'm gonna go for it anyway because why the heck not? That's way too early. Yeah, see? So I made it over there, but still died. So I'm not going to try that again. But that's what it did. In an ideal world, I would have landed over there without that and just continued on. It saves about 10 seconds if you get it, but it loses like 20 if you miss. You basically cut off this section over here. You just jump to right over here. And when you fail the shortcut, you also have to wait for this door to open. It's a weird thing with the loading. Like, if you get the shortcut, like, you get here faster, but it's loaded. But if you die, it doesn't load in just because of the way the game is loading the level as you go through it. It's really bizarre. This is where you get to do this. Okay. So you need a death piece there, because if you don't, the game can crash. Rooftop. Now we actually have to play as Cortex for a little bit, which is unfortunate, but
Through the airship, quickly!
that's okay. So, more lessons in hilarious loading. Not jumping on this thing is faster. Like, this is faster than just jumping on it straight away.
You are in detention.
Madam Amberly!
So, Crybaby Cortex is all grown up. I see you found
So this boss has one of the best cheese strategies in any game, really.
I'm an evil scientist!
Probably the easiest cheese strategy to do
To me, you're
in like
always
any
a
game,
little
because all I have to do is stand here. I'm literally doing nothing right now. Yeah, the way the game loads the area after this boss fight is really weird. So if you actually wait before the boss loads it faster. Yeah, so this boss is actually kind of hard if you fight it the intended way, or you could just do this and just set the controller down for like 10 seconds every time. Someone let me know what the time is when I get on the airship. Like, the Twins people know what time I'm talking about. I can get an estimate for how long this one's gonna be.
Come along!
So what is my time at now? $59 flat. Okay, so this is a good hub 4. This would be like a 116. His world record is 52:30 there, so I'm 6.5 minutes behind.
Come now, as we
I guess whoever's up next, I don't know what the estimate was. I think it was 1:30. I'm gonna be
We ran out of time.
at least 10 minutes under that, almost certainly. So, whoever's after me, just keep that in mind. since I'm so far ahead, I'm going to show off something else here. So, you can actually get down to the bottom of the lab here, which is not intended. If I, hold on, let me do this right. Yeah, so you can get down here, which you're not supposed to be able to, but it was clearly intended for you to get down here at some point because there are Wimple fruit. So. Just a neat little thing there. Alrighty, best music in the game. Here we go.
My daughter, niece! We must do something! Think, Cortex, think!
Here we go. Wow, what was that? Oh, that's my mask, which is not good. The closest would be the bazooka in Crash 3. That's about it. Just like driving into TNTs.
Come along!
And so now we're back to puzzle skipping. That is not intentional, by the way, that green gem. That's not how you're supposed to do that. Note how it is incredibly easy to just do that instead. Alright, now take a look at this puzzle here and see that it looks horrendously awful. And how about this for a strategy? For skipping it. Yeah, see, I like that. That's much easier. Let's just do that.
There they are. Let her go!
Take me instead. Yeah. Just missed that. There you go. That gem I'll just grab from under the force field. So this is like Totem Hokum, where it was an auto scroller, and I'm just gonna not auto scroll it. This one is much more difficult because you have to avoid multiple points, and the path is not straight. And I just had hit like some funky collision or something. So let's try that again. It feels like I have a dead angle somewhere. Just to scare Das a little bit there, we'll clear that gap without a long jump. Yeah, I'll be honest, like normally you make that jump, but I was like in a different spot, so I actually thought I was going to miss it. Like, I got scared on that one. Normally I'm not scared because I just know you can make it. But that would have been really funny if I did miss it there. Terrible attempt. Oh hey, another force field. Let's not do the puzzle associated with it. 109.50 is the record. Alright, so we got about 9 more minutes left.
Victor and Moritz's stronghold.
Only one level to go.
This is
And
where
by
we
far the
wrong
longest
the
in the game.
rights and sweep the past.
And one of the most fun to play, so enjoy. I finished A in 30 seconds already. The fact that I made it to AA before the record pass is actually pretty good for a reset this run. I've not loaded the save. Which I think is always the goal of a marathon into this game, not have to load a save. I got hover first try. I did both the zombie sections fine, and yeah. I have not loaded or saved yet. Although I did just skip like 3 checkpoints in a row, so if I die, I think I'm going to go all the way back to the start of the level. Yeah, we're all good. Ooh, this is actually interesting ant left here. How did that hit me? Come on. Nice ricochet there. There's a cool strat in this room. See if I can get it. There we go. There's another ant fight in this room. I don't even know how many ants you have to kill in it. It's like 30. So we're just gonna not do that. Whoa, that was weird. There's like no chance I can make this right. I'm gonna try anyways. Oh my god, why am I so good at this game? I've only lost like a minute to showing stuff off. Okay, here's a good backup for y'all. Still the same cycle. Oh, watch this ball glitch. Here we go. Calling it right now. No, did not get ball glitch. Alrighty, now one more cutscene skip. So there's a cutscene here with Spyro. And I know we love Spyro, but he's slow, so sorry, pal. I already showed Nut Skip, so... Ooh, nice super slide. Alright, here we go. Final boss time.
What have we got?
Great stuff. Alrighty. That could have been worse. That's that time, baby. And now Mecha Bandicoot. Finish her off. And victory. There's Twins Hundo, and that actually was Hundo. I did not have to load a save that whole run. And that was probably like a 1:17:30. Actually, it's probably like a 1:18, but that was pretty damn good.
28.
Was it? 1:17.
I have 1:17:28.
That's pretty damn good.
GG's.
It just beats Pole's time. I think he has a 1:17:44.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Nice. Cool. Anything else you want to share before the sign off?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset my console real quick to show it, but sure.
Sure.
Because you can't skip the credits. So I'll show something real quick. I showed not skip, but since I was so far underestimated, I'll just show one little other thing at the beginning of the game that's highly epic.
Yeah.
Oh, I got those. Okay, Wojo. Yeah, that makes sense. I got those mixed up. But yeah, that's Twin Sundo. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to learn it, join the Crash Discord. It's a super fun run. It does take a while to learn it, but it's worth it for sure. And yeah, please learn it because it's cool. Yeah, the fact that I just didn't have to load a save at all. I don't really care what happened in the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Not having to load a save is so nice. Just recalibrate real quick here. So every time you unplug your controller and... Yeah, I'm not going to do a full 90% run because I don't remember how to do a bunch of the stuff in it, so no. But I can show. I showed the first skip off at the start of the stream. I can show this off. So again, remember, I'm at the start of the game, like right at the start of the game. This is the start of the game. You just make it all disappear. Like, come on. I think this image right here is just this game in a nutshell. So, I think we'll leave it at that.